Welcome, Shadow Seekers, to American Shadows, Crimes, and Chronicles. Today, we're unearthing a tale that'll haunt your thoughts long after it ends. Whether you're glued to the screen or just listening in, you're in for a wild ride through history's darkest corners. If you're new, hit subscribe to join our mission of exposing America's hidden truths. Regulars, your likes fuel our journey into the unknown. Now, let's peel back the layers of time and reveal the secrets beneath. Ready? Let's begin. 167 lives lost in minutes, the shocking Hartford Circus disaster. Picture this. It's a sweltering summer afternoon in Hartford, Connecticut. The date is July 6, 1944. World War II rages across the globe, but here, families seek a brief escape. The Ringling Bros and Barnum Bailey Circus, the greatest show on earth, has come to town. The massive Big Top, an impressive 550 feet long and 200 feet wide, stands like a cathedral of delight, ready to transport over 7,000 spectators into a world of wonder. But beneath the canvas roof, tragedy is about to strike, a disaster that will be remembered as one of the deadliest in American history. The afternoon show is in full swing. The air is thick with the smell of popcorn and cotton candy. Children are wide-eyed with wonder, parents reliving their own childhood memories. Suddenly, at around 2:40 p.m., a small flame is spotted on the southwest sidewall of the tent. It starts as an inconspicuous flicker, but quickly grows into a raging inferno. The cause of the fire remains controversial to this day: a discarded cigarette, faulty electrical wiring, or perhaps even arson. The tent itself, coated with 1,800 pounds of paraffin wax dissolved in 6,000 gallons of gasoline to make it waterproof, turns into a giant wick. Within minutes, the fire spreads with horrifying speed. Bandleader Merle Evans, upon seeing the flames, immediately directs the band to play The Stars and Stripes Forever, the circus disaster tune. This alerts the circus employees to the emergency, but for many in the audience, the danger isn't immediately apparent. Panic erupts as the crowd finally realizes the peril they're in. The tent's canvas, now a blazing canopy, begins to collapse, sending burning debris onto the screaming spectators below. The main exit is partially blocked by the chute used to bring in the big cats, creating a deadly bottleneck. Chaos ensues as people scramble to escape. The exits become choke points of terror. Mothers clutch their children, fathers search frantically for their families. Some brave souls tear holes in the sides of the tent, creating makeshift exits that save countless lives. But in the panic, some victims are trampled, while others are overcome by the thick, toxic smoke before the flames ever reach them. Among the heroes of that day is Emmett Kelly, the famous sad-faced clown. In his iconic costume, he grabs buckets of water, futilely throwing them at the flames before helping children escape. The Great Walendas, a family of high-wire artists, form a human chain to rescue people from the burning bleachers. Ordinary spectators become heroes, pulling others to safety even as the inferno rages around them. But for many, there is no escape. The fire is too fast, too fierce. In a heart-wrenching scene, some parents, desperate to save their children, throw them from the upper bleachers, hoping someone below will catch them. Many of these children are injured or killed by the fall. In just 10 minutes, 10 unimaginably long minutes, it's over. The Big Top has collapsed, a smoldering ruin of canvas and steel. But the true toll of the disaster is only beginning to be realized. When the flames finally subside, the true horror is revealed. 167 people have perished, including 59 children. More than 700 are injured, many with severe burns that will scar them for life. The city of Hartford is in shock. How could a day of fun turn into such a nightmare? The aftermath is fraught with controversy and legal battles. Investigations reveal shocking lapses in safety protocols. The tent's flammable waterproofing, inadequate fire extinguishers, and overcrowded conditions all contributed to the disaster. Ringling Brothers is found guilty of negligence and forced to pay millions in damages to the victims and their families. Several circus officials are charged with involuntary manslaughter. While most of these charges are later dismissed, some serve short prison terms. The scandal rocks the circus world and leads to a significant overhaul of safety standards. But perhaps the most lasting impact of the Hartford Circus Fire is on public safety regulations. The disaster leads to sweeping changes in fire safety laws across the country. Flame-proof tents become mandatory for circuses. Exit signs and emergency lighting are required in all public gathering places. Fire marshals are given more authority to inspect and shut down unsafe venues. These changes, born from tragedy, have undoubtedly saved countless lives in the decades since. The Hartford Circus Fire also left a deep scar on the American psyche. For many, it marked the end of an era of innocence. The circus, once a symbol of carefree entertainment, would never be seen quite the same way again. The tragedy became a part of Hartford's identity, a somber counterpoint to the city's rich history. Even today, 80 years later, the echoes of that terrible day can still be felt. Survivors, now in their twilight years, still gather to remember and to ensure that the victims are not forgotten. The site of the fire, now a memorial, draws visitors who come to pay their respects and reflect on the fragility of life. Perhaps the most haunting aspect is the story of Little Miss 1565. This young girl, believed to be about 6 years old, was one of several victims who remained unidentified after the fire. Her body, relatively unburned, was photographed in the hope that someone would claim her. For decades, her image was circulated, becoming a poignant symbol of the tragedy. Despite numerous theories and investigations, her true identity remains a mystery to this day, a final, unresolved chapter in this tragic tale. As we reflect on the Hartford Circus Fire, we're reminded of the importance of public safety, the potential consequences of negligence, and the unpredictable nature of tragedy. It's a story that combines disaster, mystery, heroism, and societal change, a complex tapestry of human experience that continues to resonate today. So, the next time you're at a public event, take a moment to notice the safety measures in place, the exit signs, the sprinklers, the crowd control measures. All of these are, in a way, silent memorials to those who lost their lives on that July day in Hartford. Their tragedy led to changes that protect us all, a bitter but important legacy. This is American Shadows, where we dive into the dark corners of history. The Hartford Circus Fire is a stark reminder that sometimes the most profound changes come from our darkest moments. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, history is all around us if we only take the time to look.